I'd like to pass a day without being lectured on my form. But like it or not, I'm stuck with that bloody wildwood. You can pick your friends, but not your family, you know?
I pray you do not take excessive pride in your achievements. Accomplished though you may be, your archery is far from perfect. Alas, Lay's training demands my undivided attention. You will have to wait your turn, Sanjay. A song of Bards and Bowmen. Good Master Deshan wishes to speak to you about learning new skills.
Well met, Sonjay. With that, we had a time for banter. But we're all up in arms here. Yet another XIV dirigible has been spotted over the Closewood, you see? Their appearance calls to my mind the Battle of Griffin Crossing. Well, I say battle. Most are agreed that massacre would be rather more apt. I, the XIV, dealt us a crushing defeat that day. Right around this time of year, it was more than 2 decades past. A humiliating episode in our history, to be sure, but heavens forbid that we ever forget it. Failure is the finest, if not the kindest, of teachers, and few things drive a woman better than its sting. Ah, but do let's speak of cheerier matters. Mayhap you've already heard, but a renowned archer has recently returned to the Closewood, the one they call the God's Bow. That's just a title, of course. His birth name is Jehantel, and he was once of the God's Quiver. The man was a legend even then, and there was no honor greater than being taken under his tutelage. But that's not all there is to him, mind you. Jehantel was also a skilled bard, one of the rare few capable of inspiring others to great feats through song. Upon learning that the God's Bow had returned, dozens of us flocked to him in hopes of training under a legend, yours truly included. Alas, the meetings haven't unfolded quite as we had hoped. Jehantel has refused to teach each and every suitor that has approached him thus far. mentioned that the topics he is reluctant to instruct us in do not include poetry and song. He seems exceedingly keen to teach us all about them. Some few of us were tempted to take him up on the offer, save that we have a nation to defend. Far be it from my intent to belittle all those bards out there, but I like my chances rather better charging into battle with a quiver than a harp. Hi. And here we were hoping that transcendent mastery of the bow might be ours. By the sparkle in your eyes, I'd wager you have an interest in that self-same poetry and song. Come now, there is no call for shyness, and there is more to life than battle. If you would present yourself as a pupil to Jehantel, I happen to know his whereabouts. I'm given to understand that he has made his camp somewhere west of Quarry Mill in the South Shroud. Jehantel is an agreeable sort of fellow and should be willing enough to meet you. Truth be told, I'm still holding on to hope. If you could find a way into Jehantel's confidence, mayhap he can yet be persuaded to train us. I wish the best of luck, friend. Concerned about Silvery and Lay? You needn't be. They'll still bicker, of course, but it is nothing serious. They see each other with clarity now and have come to understand that their differences are only skin deep. Would that all my archers could benefit from your positive influence. I am more than willing to answer your question, but I am confused as to why you would ask. Our art can be likened to the pursuit of truth, a metaphor young archers are wont to find confusing, but which you doubtless comprehend. To speak more plainly, an archer's role in battle is to exploit the enemy's weakness. For while the bow may not boast the destructive force of a sword or spear, its myriad strategic applications more than compensate for this shortcoming. An experienced archer can immobilize an enemy by striking a leg, or sap its strength with a poisoned arrow. exquisite placement and timing, but a single arrow may serve to turn the tide.
Another guest. You are kind to pay me a visit, young one. Naught gives us elderly folk more pleasure than the company of the young. Add to that a steaming pot of tea and the beauty of the 12's wood, and we could want for little more. Curl of your lip tells me that tea and scenery are not what you desire. You seek knowledge of archery, I take it? In which case, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Sunday, was it? Yes, I'm Giantel, the one they call the God's Bow. But that was in another life. I have long cast aside my bow, taking instead a harp to my breast. For years I have lived as a bard, going wherever the wind blows, exulting in the beauty of creation through song. To be sure, I still have the eyes to recognize a promising archer when I see one. And you, young one, have promise. Keep your nose to the grindstone, and one day you may call yourself a virtuoso of the bow. Yet know that virtuosity is worthless without Aye, the words of the ballad of the vainglorious fool tell us this much. Wish to remain and learn poetry and verse? Well, I must admit to being rather taken aback. In uncertain days such as these, there are few indeed who devote their time to song as opposed to more tangible endeavors. You intrigue me, young one. I find myself growing curious as to how the melodies of old might find expression through you. do believe a certain friend of mine would be of the self-same opinion. Aye, that would be as good a place as any for us to begin. Listen well, Sonje. There is a Mughal named Poknopoki who can be found wandering an area situated east of here. I will have you present yourself to him. Poknopoki is possessed of a discerning eye for talent. If he sees potential in you, I should be well satisfied that you indeed have the makings of a bard. Heed me, O puissant Altic, turn thee over the hourglass of time, that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. I am but a simple minstrel. Though once I served with a god's quiver, my days are now measured by stanza and verse. It has been long years since I last set foot within the 12's wood, yet I could no longer ignore fate's insistent pull. And so I shall abide here for a time until certain matters are laid to rest.
This have happened? It's just so embarrassing. A blunder for the ages, Kuba. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? That's a rare talent. I'll allow, but you caught me at a bad time, Kuba. Now, be a good adventurer and show yourself up. Gentle sent you? You should have said this so sooner, Kupo. You do know that Gentle is no ordinary bard, yes? His songs can salve your heart and strengthen your resolve. They can banish your fears and fill you with hope. And that's not even scratching the surface. Why? To hear him perform is like bathing in sunbeams, Kuba. I've asked, begged, and fled more times than I care to come for Gentle to stay and sing in the forest. Only now has he deigned to set foot here again. But he's refusing to sing for us. That's a blatant breach of promise, Kuba. But what's this? Wire being resonates with a chord similar to Gentle's. Perhaps even identical, Kuba? By the 12th, this means that things may yet turn out as planned. Why, you might even have it in you to surpass the man. And that's saying a lot, Kuba. Agats, your coming had so excited me. My predicament nigh escaped my mind. There's a charm that I had meant to give to Gentle, you see? But it was stolen as I napped, Kupo. I rose just in time to espy the thief and attempted to give chase. Alas, drowsiness robbed me of my balance and I was delayed by this tree. Last I saw of that overbold brigand, he, or possibly she, was scurrying towards Staker's Rock, Kupo. Now, I realize we've only just met. But would you mind recovering the charm and delivering it to Gentle in my stead? Have you recovered the charm?
Puktopoki's charm, a quaint keepsake made from a single tiny crystal.
You did it, Cooper! Please, you must now deliver it to Giantel. Tell him that Puknapoki thinks him a cunning rogue, but is excited nonetheless. So excited, in fact, that he cannot help but sing. Cooper-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Welcome back, Sonjit. You have a charm and a message for me from Pugnapoki, you say? A cunning rogue, am I? I suppose I must explain. Pugnapoki and I go back a long way. To when first I took up the hawk. I made a promise to him then, one that I have yet to make good on. Pugnapoki has long desired that I remain in the 12's wood to sing for the rest of my days. Regrettably, I have been ill able to oblige him. Duty called, you see. I had battlefields to stand upon and comrades to protect. An event came to pass that rendered my being in the 12's wood problematic. I thought that by taking eager souls such as you under my wing, my habit would suffice to appease Pugnapoki. Of course, he saw straight through my little moves. What the Mughals lack in grace, they amply make up for in wit. The creatures are great lovers of song. That you return with his charm is proof positive of his high regard for your potential as bard and arching poet. The charm is a crystal known as the soul of the bard. Pugnapoki asked that you bring it to me, but he meant for you to have it. It is a gift from the Mughals, bestowed upon those they deem worthy of walking the path of the true bard. The soul of the bard harbors memories of the past, verses and refrains sung by the bards of old. As you gain in worldly experience, more of these memories will find expression through your being, imbuing your soul with powers untold. Now, it may surprise you to hear that Bowmen and Bards are as next of kin. By the same token, mastery of song is dependent upon one's prowess as an archer. The sense in this will be lost upon you at first, but in time the realization will dawn that bow and harp are but strange instruments played by the same hand. Go now, Sunjet, and let your body and soul drink deep of the melodies of old. When next we meet, I hope to see a fully fledged bard standing before me. One who exceeds even Pugnapoki's wildest expectations.